Hello everyone, this is Darryl20 and welcome to episode 81 of Darryl20's FTB Evolution Let's Play series. Today's plan is the very next component for the pyramid. That's going to be Elemental Arcanite. So to get this, we're going to need a few things. Let's go through and see what we need and then start accumulating it. I'm assuming this liquid chorus ain't going to be all that hard. So let's see. A lot of this comes from irons. So let's look at irons, spells, and spell books. So we definitely have a couple arcane essence. So that's easy peasy. Look, we're already done with one component. What else do we need? We also need cinder essence dropped from ancient knights. I think that's in the nether, right? That's that nethery thing. We're going to need mithril ingots, which we may or may not have some of. Mithril. There is mithril ore that I think can be found. Let's turn you off for a sec. And new tag. Mithril? Is that cool? Can you pick some of that up? Apparently. Sweet. It's rare, but we've got it. Do you have, like, you don't have any speed upgrades in there? Well, there's your problem. Energy and speed. So that's 2 down. I assume this is as easy as, like, smelting mithril ore of some kind, right? Like, we have to process it and do stuff with it, but, like, yeah, shouldn't be too big a deal. So, in theory, I should be able to sneak over here and do this. That'll do that. That'll do that. That'll do that. And then we've got mithril somewhere. Not quite sure where it went. Just a little concerning. Where, pray tell, did you go? Mithril? Ingot? Where'd it go? I mean, I can go get more, but now I'm concerned. You are extracting on white, and you are insert on white. You're going into a drawer controller, though, so, like, you don't have anywhere for mithril to go. Where did it go? Got to have gone somewhere. Oh, there it is. Found it. That's right. You can somehow accept things that you don't deserve to accept. The interesting bit, though, is how did you extract on white and wind up inserting into here? There's no insert on white channel. I have no idea how that worked. Anyway, we've got our mithril. And that covers that. So now those 2 are done. Cool. Now we need a ruined book and we need the cinder essence. So I'm going to head to Blaze Spawner. And we should go try to find from irons, spells, and spell books. Sort by source. Catacombs, ancient battleground. That should be roughly what we're looking for here. Okay. The ancient battleground, if I remember correctly, that's ancient. That's where these things are going to be. So I'll make my way there and then meet you guys when we get there. Is that cool? Man, this makes traveling through the nether a lot easier, doesn't it? Oh yes. Be right back. So I think this is what we're after. Cinder essence. I was correct. Sweet. We should probably get a mob imprisonment tool so we can snag one of these guys in case we ever need them in the future. Thank you, Ancient Knight. Hooray. Goodbye. See you later. Definitely enough Cinder Essence now. Did we... Alright, and now you're on a cooldown. Cool. Okay. What I think I want to do is let's clean up some of this stuff. So, Bumble Zone entrance, we can probably delete you. Bumble Zone outside, we can delete you. Queen Bee will keep. Cool Place was a cool place, but we're going to delete you. Starlight Portal I'll hang on to for a minute. Nautek Crystal I'll hang on for a minute still. Lava Pump Ancient City, we're still going to need you. So then here, I can edit a favorite. I really need to add, like, page turning to my portal gun. If I could have, like, multiple pages in the portal gun, I really need to add that. Maybe in 122. We'll see. Irons, ancient dudes, whatever. We'll figure it out. So now home, whoop, and that's... Hey, portal gun, let's go. Pretty much what we need. Cool. Okay, perfect. Now what we need, if we wanted to, is to go to the ancient city. Something's laggy. All right, let's get into ancient city. Come on, ancient city. Hello, deep dark. So ancient codex is what I'm after here, right? If I remember correctly, found in likewise skulk-infested cities. So I think we just need to, like, zip around, look for one of those chest dudes. And to be honest with you, I'm very surprised that I've yet to find one yet, but hey, there we go. Yep, I know. Ooh, an orange. I'm just like incapable of seeing an orange and not grabbing it. Like, I really need to be better about that. Like, I should just ignore the orange. Ignore the orange. I'm here for a thing. Get the thing. Also, strictly speaking, I love the creepiness of, like, what happens with the darkness. But I also hate it just from, like, a YouTubing content where it's like, oh, now it's all dark. I don't know what that looks like for you guys, but I can't imagine it's a great viewership experience, right? There we are. Ancient... Is this what I need? Ruined book? Yeah? Ruined book? That's what I want, right? Yeah, buddy. That's what we're talking about. Ruined book complete. I did not mean to put away my portal gun. I can scoop up some more portal fluid, though. So then to home we go. And that's the next thing that we need here. It's ruined, right? Yeah, ruined book. And we only need one of them for this thing. So that is, these two are done, these two are done, these two are done, and this is done. Now all we need to do is make these last two items. So we need another one of these cauldron dudes. We need a bucket of liquid experience, which should not be a problem for me. Okay, and then we need a bunch of this stuff. Okay, now I did set up at one point and then never proceeded to do anything with it. This whole thing. I don't even know if you guys are still set up. I think this is still all refined storage. Like, hilariously, I never even got this, like, reconverted. And since I am going to go on a limb and assume at some point in the future of, you know, this playthrough, I'm going to need more Ars Nouveau things. Let's do something here. So, import, export. Is you, right? And then What's this? Oh, cool. What else was there? There's like another importer exporter, right? Is there something with like a level emitter? So you've got these guys basically are doing the same thing, right? So if we set up an import exporter, ME import export bus, I assume if I just put lapis in here and then connected you up, yes? That works for me, right? All we would need to do then is like a level emitter, threshold level emitter. That sounds fun. And then you would go, I'm gonna remove you for a sec. We're gonna stick this cable here, right? We're gonna put source gems on the thing, and upper threshold will be 256 and lower threshold will be 128. Or should we go like 512? Let's do 512 and 256. Right? That should be cool. Emit when levels are above or equal to, right? So when below limit, that's what we want, right? And then you are going to get a redstone card. Okay, and then you will be active with signal. Cool. So now if we check source gems, right? Let's make the limit for now 32 and 64, right? So now we're at 63. As soon as you're done, emit when levels are below limit. Right, so you're not emitting. Actually, no, that's fine, right? Active with signal. That's cool, right? So then you, active with signal, you emit when below, right? So then we let this dude finish, and he stays in there until we need him, right? So then, so what I probably want this to be, right? So if I take this out, he will start running again. Once we're below 32 for the current setting, right? And now it's on, so it's gonna do thing. Cool? Is that cool? I think it's cool. Right? And then once we have enough, he turns off, he'll finish crafting whatever he's crafting, and then not insert. Perfectly cool with that. I think that's valid. I think that's the way to do it, right? 100%. And we don't really need this one. We'll just let this guy be the maker. And then we could even do cable facades. I think we'll just need some anchors. Boop and boop. Cool? I like it. And then that's our thing. Cool. Now all we need to do is tweak this. You should probably just be sure I'll go back down to 1. But tweak this to be 512, and let's do like when we're below 500. Is that cool? So now he should be running again, and that's a good time. Now, let's briefly talk about source, right? Let's make some source sending stuff so that like our craftings going forward are nice and fast, and everybody's happy with how that works. Is that a deal? I think so. So to make that, we're going to need source relays. I don't know that we need a warper, because we're like right next to where it's coming from, right? So source relay. I have to remember what the source... Where's the book? Patterned tome. Source relay. Right? Collector operates similar to source relay, but will automatically take from jars it is not linked to within 5 blocks. See the instructions on the source relay for use. Cool. And then source, and then depositor. Cool. I like this. So let's get a collector and a depositor. Can a relay have multiples? Let's just start with a relay. It's been a while since I've done it without stuff. Probably gonna have to teach you how to make that, but Ars Nouveau source jar, please. You just need some of this, which needs some of this, which I should have plenty of. And I want like a bunch of jars. How about like, I don't know, a bunch. Cool. And then let's get more of these source relays. So you can be this real quick. And I don't know if I need that other recipe though. This one's good. Cool. And then we'll do like, we need more. Okay. Now, can we perchance so can I do with my Dominion wand? You so I think he can only take from one location at a time, right? So let's get this to be a taker from all things, right? Collector is what we want. So you're going to go here with any chests. Times 4. Okay. And then collector, we want a depositor, right? And that's going to be hoppers times 4. Cool. And maybe we'll get a few more source jars for up here. That could be fun. Just to look cool. And then we might want a splitter. And that's going to be 4 quartz and 4 lapis, right? Okay, and then our depositor is going to sit something like this. And then in theory... Cool. And then over here, we're going to have our collector, which in theory should be able to pull from all these without being told to. And then we're going to link you, Mr. Collector, to a splitter that's going to sit in the basement. Cool. And then you're going to relate to that. And then he should be depositing to anybody nearby. Cool. And then he said 5 blocks, right? So if I did, what I'm going to really want is another depositor, which is going to be 4 more hoppers. I'm probably going to want like a few of these, right? Okay, so if I put a depositor here, and then we have the splitter linked to here, now he's sending to 2 locations, and he should be able to send to those 5, right? And then we would want another one here, and then we'd want another one here. And if I put 3 more jars, that would be perfect. Assuming that that reaches. Right? Is that cool? I think that's cool. Guess we'll find out how cool it is. Better be cool. So how are you guys doing? I'm assuming you guys are all empty right now, which is fine. It's all good, right? And you're actually doing like a really good job of doing what I need you to do. Sweet. And then down here, we're going to need these things ready to go. So let's put away some stuff for now. Theoretically, actually. We can get these going, right? Because I only need 2 more. If my math is correct, and the range is the way I think it is, right? Yes, hopefully. Right? So depositor. Depositor. And then I want this one next because I want to be able to speed this guy up. So then you to you. And then you'll start getting a little bit of source, which can be used by you, I think. At some point, one of these will be able to be used by this. If not, you know, maybe I'll put a row like here-ish or something, just to make it a little bit more easily accessible. And I could totally move this like left 1, and that would be cool too. I wonder if I can cut and paste. Should work, in theory. Okay, let's get what we need to get crafted, right? So, ours, we've got 1 of you, so that's cool. Do I have the watery dude? No. Do I have the abjuration essence? I'm surprised I don't have abjuration. Nope. And I don't have conjuration. Oh, I do have conjuration. There you go. Never mind. And then we need anima essence. Right? So that's it. So all I need is the anima essence, which is going to be a wither skull, a bone meal, and a golden apple. And that can live here. Cool. And look, it's already doing its thing like it should be. That's awesome. An abjuration is this guy. So we already have that ready to go. And he probably will not be draining because I don't have that set up yet, but we're not far off. And I can take Accelerate, so meh. And then while I'm doing this, I might as well set up this depositor. And now everybody will get the juice, and that'll be cool. Cool? And then, again, I'm assuming we have to hopper this like we did before. But it's going to be U4, right? Actually, no, wait. I need... This goes into here. This is the XP fluid. Yes. So those 4 and then 16 source gem blocks. Ten, 9. You know what I need? Tell you what I need. Acceleration cards on you. Please be faster. So then, when we're tick accelerated, he'll transfer a little bit quicker, right? Won't be super instant, but it'll get the job done. So a dozen of those dudes, we're pretty much there. Hooray! Sweet. So U4 and then the 16. And then once you're empty, should be able to do that. And we got it. Sweet. Okay. Now, this dude is going to be for this. Okay. So all I need is some liquid chorus, which we can get from a squeezer or a heated centrifuge for that matter. Endercomb blocks, huh? Well. Do we have a squeezer of some kind? I need a bucket's worth, and to get a bucket's worth, it will be 8 popped chorus fruit. Can I do the thing with you? I don't think we have much by way of this stuff yet, do we? No, I didn't. Haven't gone down that path yet. I probably should, but for now. You and a tank, please. Not an elite, basic. Cool. So we do that. We do that. And I will do the rest off camera real quick. Cool. So that goes in there. Give me all of these dudes. Put them in there, there, and there. And we're crafting. Look at that. All in one episode. Told you once we got the foundational stuff in place, I really need a pedestals room. Like we need a trophy room for all this stuff, right? Like I think that's absolutely going to be maybe the thing we work on next episode. All right, so let's do this. Let's wrap up the episode here. And then next episode, we're going to be looking at... Maybe we'll do 2 in 1 next episode. Who knows? We're going to be looking at evolutionary matter. Ender Dragon prediction, Wither prediction, and Warden prediction. That should not be hard to get. I think we can knock that out next episode. No problem. But yeah, wrapping up point. Devil Toy sign off. Oh, I got a mecha tool. Sweet. Those are cool. We'll come back next episode and knock out the next component that we need to get into. For now, hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. You know the deal. Take it easy.